It's one thing to be busy, it's another thing to be productive, because it's possible for you to fill your days and your hours doing tons of activities and putting so much effort. At the end of it, if you're not careful, you end up, expending all this effort and energy without achieving what you set out to achieve. So in this video, I will share a few tips that we should bear in mind. These tips will help you stay productive, help you achieve your goals, but in a much more balanced manner. Happy New Year, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a nice holiday, and I hope your 2024 is off to a great start. Mine has started slowly, but I wanted to make sure that every activity or work that I put in this year, I wanted it to be productive as opposed to being just busy for the hell of it. If you're new here, my name is Sky, and over here I talk all things minimalist lifestyle, productivity, and a few creative stuff here and there. In this video, I wanted to talk about being productive as opposed to being busy, because this is a whole brand new year, right? We'll have all these amazing goals that I want to achieve, including myself. And most people have kind of hit the ground running. We are pursuing all of these things that I want to do with so much vim, but it's very important that we take some time and be mindful on how we spend our energies, what we're doing. If we're not mindful, not only are we not going to achieve our goals, we'll burn out ourselves and not just have a balanced life in general. In this new year, let's be productive more than being busy. First of all, I hope that in this new year we have all written down our goals, what we're trying to achieve. At least we have some sort of direction on where we want our lives to go. I hope we've all done that. If you haven't done that yet, it's not a problem, it's no issue, no pressure. Start today and do that exercise of writing down where you're trying to go. Make a vision board if you want to, or just have some sort of a document or somewhere where you've written out clearly where you're trying to go in this year. After you've done that, my first tip for being productive this year is to break down those goals, break down those, those visions into smaller chunks. Break them down into quarter, into the month, down to the week if you can. I mentioned that I have a whole spreadsheet of my entire 2024 broken down into what I'm trying to do, different categories: healthcare, finance, my work, personal relationships, and everything. I have it broken down into, down to the quarter, down to the month. I know what I want to achieve per month, and I know that it will be easy for me to track it that way. Breaking down your goals kind of help you keep track of what you're doing. It makes your goals seem much smaller, much more achievable, as opposed to leaving it big and vague and larger than life. Let's say, for example, you want to save, let's say, 1 million naira at the end of the year. You can keep it as 1 million naira, or you can break down the 1 million naira into, let me say, a quarterly, monthly, or even weekly figure. That kind of helps you. First of all, the number seems much smaller and more achievable, but it kind of gives you something to do and mark off every week, every month, every quarter as you go, instead of waiting till the end of the year to see if you achieved it or not. I was watching a video the other day, and the lady kind of advised that we break down our goals and activities down to the weeks. And for her, she kind of advised that every week you ask yourself, what is my one big thing? So that might be it for you. You might be able to benefit from breaking down your goals into weekly activities, such that you know that in 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, whatever I'm trying to achieve at the end of the year, I've taken little steps that led me to that place, instead of waiting till the end of the year. Having your goals written out and broken down this way will not only keep you busy, but it will make sure that you're being productive, and that every activity, every effort, every resource you spend is not just for the hell of it, it's actually making sense towards where you're trying to go. If you've seen my other videos, then you know I'm a big believer in making to-do lists. I swear by it, and this is the year that I advise everyone to get into making to-do lists every single day, every week, anytime you want to achieve anything. Making some sort of a to-do list kind of that's what it does to me anyway. It helps me keep everything that I want to do in track. I can see specifically what I should be doing every single time, and every time I've done one task, I kind of mark it off. So at the end of the day, I can see if I've achieved everything, if there's anything pending, if there's anything that I need to carry over to the next day, I can see that. So it's not just a tool to keep you organized, but also keeps you motivated, because I can see things as I mark them off. I'll know that yes, I'm doing something and I'm feeling more productive for the day. It doesn't matter if you have 5 things or 3 things on your to-do list. The point is to keep your days as productive as possible. If you need to do just 2 tasks in a day, do them. If you need to do 5 things, get it done. But making to-do lists is a must if you're going to be productive in 2024. Speaking of to-do lists, one thing that it helps me again is to keep me in some sort of a routine. Routines are very important. Routines keep you productive. Not only do you have specific activities broken down into specific time chunks, you're more organized that way, and your body and your mind kind of remembers what you need to do at every single time. One of my goals this year is to be more fit and to, grow more muscle mass and to be more buff in general. And I've kind of put down going to the gym every single day in my to-do list. So every day I go to the gym at a specific hour. It's now become a daily routine for me. And when it comes to that time, I now plan my day around it. I know I don't have any work around that time. I'm more organized and my body just remembers. So routines are very important. One tip here is to keep your routine simple. Here online you find morning routine, night routine, and those are popular for a reason. Routines absolutely help. So not only is it good for my consistency, because it pays to be consistent. I've spoken about this extensively in previous videos, but if you want to achieve any goal, being consistent at it is one way for you to go. So putting it into my daily routine has helped me stay consistent and also saved me time. So routines save you time basically. They make your brain and your body and your mind remember what you need to do, and eventually you find that your time is better managed. And time management is a big part of being productive. Let's say, for example, you have a goal to let me say create certain artwork. If you're someone who is into art, I tell yourself that okay, every day I want to try and paint something or draw something or do something around my craft. If you have it in your routine, your daily routine, after a while your body kind of gets used to it, your mind gets used to it, and you find that you're able to create things much more frequently. Distractions are very much a part of our lives, and it's very hard to do it with all distractions. But if you want to be productive in 2024, getting rid of some distractions might be the way to go. Personally, I was having it difficult scrolling through Twitter without being overwhelmed by the bad news and too much information on there. So I had to kind of delete it from my phone. I haven't deleted my account. I'm still on there, but I'm taking some time off just to see how I feel mentally. It wasn't like I was spending too much time on there. I kind of reduced my usage of Twitter to a few minutes per day, and it still didn't help. Whenever I would log on, I would see a lot of bad news at the same time. So I know it wasn't doing my mental health any good. So I've kind of let it go for now. So if there's anything in your life, be it social media apps, be it real life things, people, places, activities, anything that is serving as a distraction from your goals in 2024, please do away with them. This is the year to keep your energy up. One way to be productive is to make sure that your energy levels are at a great place. So your diet, your health, supplements, exercise, all of these things, cliche as they may sound, they actually contribute to making you healthier, stronger, and overall more productive. These things aside, if there are anybody or any situation around you that is draining your energy and keeping you down and tired, maybe this is the year to let that go. But this is the year for us to keep our energies up and keep our minds up so that we can achieve our goals more productively. One big thing that I learned last year is to seek help. I've said it before in a previous video, but going at your journey or going at life alone, it's possible, but it's just a little bit harder. So this is the year for us to seek help. If you want to be productive, if you want to be more productive and achieve better results quicker and more efficiently, maybe seek help. If you need help in form of coaching, let's say you're a business owner and there are some knowledge gap or things you want to learn or things you want to kind of overcome, if you need to ask people who are in business with you, if you need to take a coaching class here and there, if you need to speak to like a consultant, whatever you need to do in form of seeking help and support, do that. There's no point struggling through and doing trial and error and wasting your time in 2024. So seek help, seek support, ask people around you, people that are doing the same thing you're doing, or people who are already where you are trying to go. I said before here on the channel that I have a friend who we're very close, that she does YouTube too. So bounce off each other, bounce off energies, bounce off motivation. We learn YouTube together, we're doing it together, and we're growing side by side. So that kind of helps me a lot. So I can imagine how much harder it will be for me to be doing YouTube all by myself, figuring things out on my own. I'll definitely be slower even if I'm beginning to grow. So that's the same thing. If you're in the corporate sector, maybe seek a mentor, somebody that will hold your hand and guide you and show you the way to go, so that you don't waste time making avoidable mistakes. That's one way for you to waste your energy in 2024. Like I always say, life for life, sometimes despite our best laid plans and our best effort, things will just go differently or go towards a different direction. It's important that we keep our minds up and stay positive in this new year, regardless of what is coming in front. And sometimes even our goals, they feel like they're insurmountable and they're so big, myself included. I'm looking at the things I have written down and planned out, and I'm wondering, how will I achieve this? And it's like sometimes doubts want to creep in and negative thought wants to creep in, but I have to fight it. And that's what we should do in this new year. Stay positive and give our best shot, give our 100%, hoping for the best. That's what we can do, really. Leave me a comment telling me Happy New Year, and let me know of your New Year plans, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve. And I hope that these tips help you the way they're helping me. I'm going to see you in my next video. In the meantime, please subscribe in case you haven't. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.